Today we are talking about, is the Anonymous LLC dead? Will you still be able to file for Anonymous LLCs? Hey there, this is attorney Sarah Holmes of Holmes Business Law P.C. We are a business and trademark law firm that also offers general counsel subscription services to business owners. Why is that even a question? Well, a lot of times in the past, people have come to our office and for whatever reason, they say, I want to set up an LLC, but I want the ownership to be completely anonymous. I don't want anyone to be able to figure out who owns this LLC. I don't want people to know it's me. I've heard I can go to someplace like Wyoming. Maybe there's one or two other states that allow this, and I can be completely anonymous. No one will know who actually owns this entity. So the short answer is yes, you can still do that if that state allows that, right? The bigger problem, though, is that there's a new federal law that's come out, the Corporate Transparency Act, that's going to totally blow that out of the water, meaning that, yes, maybe you can still set up an anonymous LLC in a particular state, but ultimately the federal government has a new filing requirement for you that is going to force you to, number one, disclose anybody with substantial control over your business. That means like officers, directors, maybe a manager that you've appointed within your LLC, and anyone that owns 25% or more of that business. There's a whole filing that has to be done with the federal government, and it's got to be done in 2024 if you have set up your entity before January 1st, 2024. This filing requires a lot of information. You're going to have to prove who you are. There's a photo ID requirement, either your passport, your driver's license. There's some personal information that has to get disclosed. And at that point, the federal government is going to know who's behind all these entities. There have been a lot of concerns with the federal government around money laundering, tax evasion, the fact that these anonymous LLCs are allowed to exist with the states, and this will probably tighten up a lot of that, at least as far as the federal government is concerned. So if you set up an entity before January 1st, 2024, you have until the end of 2024 to complete this filing. If you set up an entity January 1st, 2024, through the rest of this year, through the rest of 2024, you have 90 days from whenever that entity is set up and effective to do this filing. Again, the filing requires some personal information. It requires proof of your photo ID, passport, driver's license, some more information about you, and has to be completed timely. If you set up an entity next year, 2025, from that point forward, you only have 30 days to complete this filing with the federal government. If at some point the information you provide to the government changes, you have 30 days to make changes to your filing and let them know of the changes. So this is a big, huge change for business owners in the U.S. For anyone that owns an LLC or an entity, is going to have to compliance that you're going to have to deal with this year. So, of course, we want our office's help in completing this filing with the federal government. Feel free to reach out to our office. Our number is 215-482-0285. Thanks.